wanna have fun, run around, run around. I just wanna have fun, run around, run around.
Hello and welcome. Hi, Jesse. Hi, Indian Jesus. Hi, Glenn Powell. Hey, Biden. Hey, Trump.
Oh, hey, Kamala, however you say her name.
Kamala.
There's a big debate now about actually how to pronounce her name.
I think it's a made-up name.
Kamala. I don't know.
Anyway,
It's
how are
none of
you
my
today?
business. Good. I'm happy to be back in Singapore. As you know, I went to
Yes.
India for a little while, and
Calcutta.
yes, I went to Calcutta. The only way I can describe Calcutta and my India experiences is it's like polar opposites happening all the time. Like it's
Oh.
really loud and noisy, and then all of a sudden it's quiet because everyone's gone to bed. And then it's like really stinky, and then it's not stinky because you're in a different neighborhood, or like there are horns honking, and then around the corner nobody's honking. Like it's really just the weirdest place. And yeah, I think because there are so many people that live there, it's like just makes it even crazier.
Well, that's the one thing people always say about India. It's like an assault on all your senses.
Oh
All the
yeah.
senses, smell, your hearing.
Yes.
It's just, there's so much going on all the time.
Yeah. So for the next trip, I'm going back to Delhi for my second time, and I've ordered these like loop earplugs
Oh, yeah. You have
because
to let me know if they're good because I wanted to get some for my son.
yeah, well, apparently they're really good at just drowning out noise that is like invasive and
Yeah.
or just like background noise. Like if you're on the bus, like I had put something on my Instagram like, "Hey, does anyone use these?" And I had a lot of people write back and be like, "They're awesome. Totally get them."
Okay, Loop.
So,
Yeah, I've seen them advertised, Loop headphones.
so yeah,
I feel like
that'll
I
make
just need
it
them in a
more
mall,
enjoyable.
like
Yeah, I mean,
just
you probably could.
airports, like everywhere where there's
For
it
sure.
just gets overwhelming.
Yeah, and I was saying, oh, I've been taking public transportation a lot because this MRT line has opened by my house now, which is wonderful.
Yeah.
And there's always like somebody playing some loud, noisy, high-pitched, like almost child music or
Oh
something
my
like on the
gosh.
train.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, I should use that for my train rides too.
Okay, shout out Loop headphones, earplugs, Loop
Yeah.
earplugs,
For
right?
sure. Yeah, earplugs.
Okay.
But otherwise, India is always a really interesting time. Like the food is wonderful. The people are really great. I really like going for the people.
Yeah.
And the classes I teach, I feel like a lot of people get a lot out of the classes, which is good. Yeah.
And it's
And
just a
one night
short
on a
hop,
full
skip, and
moon,
jump. Oh yeah.
yeah, short and sweet for sure. But one night on the full moon, we hired a driver for $10 to drive us around for 2 hours. And that was really fun because he let us drink beer in his car. So he just
And it
like,
was like a
it,
proper like Calcutta taxi, like the yellow
it was,
taxi.
no, we didn't get the yellow taxi. We just were in like a regular car, but
Oh.
we saw a lot of the yellow taxis. We didn't get one because the girl that I was with was like negotiating, and she's like, "Oh, let's just take this guy." So yeah, but that was really fun because he like drove us around at night when it wasn't as busy, and we got to see a bunch of sights and like drive around and drink beer. It actually like reminded me of being in high school when you just cruise.
Back in the day.
Yeah, it was really great.
When before you had phones, mobile phones, you would just cruise around and just see who's
Yeah.
around and what's happening in
Yeah.
town.
And then you'd kind of stop, and then the other person would stop. But actually, I guess we wouldn't like cruise around drinking beer. I feel like that might be more of a Singapore thing where you just get in a
Yeah, well,
taxi and
yeah, certain places, like I know in Asia, like walking down the street with a beer is not illegal in some countries, where in
yeah.
other countries it is.
Yeah.
Australia is very strict for that. They have like, you can't drink on the beach,
Oh,
things like that.
really?
Yeah, some
Oh,
beaches are quite strict.
I
Whereas
don't
in
think you can in
Asia,
the US. Yeah, in the
just
US you
walk
can't
around.
either.
I just walk around with my strong zero all day long.
I love that stuff. So good.
So good. Okay,
Yeah,
cool. So you
cool.
returned safely back to Singapore from Calcutta. You had
I
Indian
did.
Jesus with you. On the plane,
He was on
keeping
my
you safe.
plane. Yes. He was very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny because I had sent that picture to a few people and I said, "Oh my gosh, look, it's Indian Jesus." And he's like this long-haired guy with like a big beard and like a white
Wearing the
robe and
white,
like
yeah,
sandals.
yeah.
And somebody was like, "That is so racist." And I was like, "I'm
Is
pretty
it?
sure that's not. It's not. No. No,
Maybe
because I wasn't
Jesus was
like,
Indian. We don't know.
well, exactly. I don't know, but I was like that. I'm not going to let that one slide. I'm like, no. It's just facts. It's not racist.
Just fact.
Yeah. You look like someone you might be compared to them at some point in your life. I don't know.
Yes,
Anyway, that was really funny. I got a kick out of it.
that's fun. And then,
Yeah.
well, I went to a really cool place called, it's like Exotic Zoo Cafe in Bangkok.
Oh,
And it was amazing. And I really recommend anyone that's coming here on holiday to go check it out. And I took my son and we got to hold raccoon, meerkat, Arctic fox, monkey,
oh, that's what
corgis.
that was.
They had
Oh,
like 20 corgis. I've never seen so many. And they're all very well fed. So they're just like chunky. Like this raccoon was massive.
huge.
It was a great experience. It was so much fun. The staff was so nice, so lovely. Yeah, highly recommend it. It's the Little Zoo Cafe in Onnu.
But it was a restaurant and then there was like a different part that you went into? Ooh,
They
ooh,
call it a
ooh, ooh.
cafe. It's not really, because when they do an hourly slot, so that's also really nice. So it's never really busy. You have a set amount of people that go in, and everyone can take their time with the animals. But then the fee includes a coffee, a cookie, and then at the end, when you're done, you have your coffee or your drink.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it was
That's
great fun.
nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Did you take the kids or did you just go with your husband?
I went with my son.
Oh, just the two of you.
Yeah, he's the animal lover. He's the one that wanted to go, and he was like, please, please, please. And he was so happy. Like, I think all his
Cute.
dreams came true yesterday, because he's always wanted to, see a raccoon. He loves
Well,
foxes. He's been
yeah,
obsessed
so
with
the
foxes his
raccoon
whole
was
life.
totally domesticated and didn't like try to bite you or anything?
The only animal that wasn't really keen on being held was the meerkat. He was a bit,
Oh,
but the raccoon was like super friendly, like so cute. All the animals
so
were so
funny.
chill. They just come and sit on your lap and fall asleep. They just like love being
Oh,
pet all day long. It was really
that's so
cute.
cute. Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, highly recommend that. And that's pretty much. Oh, got new tattoos.
Yeah, you got some tattoos. She got some
This is
tats,
not
guys. They look really
um,
cool.
a weird skin thing. This is my fake tan. Look how
Wait,
pale
so
I am.
did
That's
you
my
put
real skin.
that's so bad. Did
I
you
know.
put the fake tan everywhere except there, or
No,
did
I put the
their
fake tan on
solution rub it off?
myself. And then
Yeah.
when they did the tattoo, they put this like clear sticker on it.
Oh yeah, that's
And then
right.
when I took it off, it ripped off my tan.
I mean, I think we can all agree that's some good fake tanner.
It's so good, right? Bondi Sands, shout out.
It's really good.
And then I got my rice ball, which is also
Yeah,
really
that's
cute.
super cute. But tell us about the place that you went to get the tattoos.
Yeah, so tats matter. I found them, sometimes Instagram, you just get targeted for adverts, and most of the time it's crap.
Mm-hmm.
So I found this,
Yep.
I got an advert for this tattoo place, and I just like, I'm just going to check it out. And their portfolio of tattoos is just like exactly what I want, like perfect, really delicate, fine line. And it is run by, there's 4 women tattoo artists, and it's above this like amazing like bakery, and then you go upstairs and it's just like the most amazing environment, and they're just so nice. And they're like, what do you want? And they're open, they're kind. I've been to a few different tattoo artists in my time, and I don't know, I think with what I wanted, and like women just like, they were so patient, they were like joking around, they were really lovely. And I'm definitely going back. So yeah, tats matter.
Yeah, that's
It was great.
awesome.
Yeah. It was a really fun time.
Yeah, I want to go there. It looked really cool.
That's what I said. I said, everyone that comes and wants a tattoo, we've got to go back there. It's such a fun day.
Yeah, because we were talking about it when I was there last time. I'm like, oh, I really want another tattoo. And then we were like at this outdoor market and looking at all these places, and we're like, yeah, no,
Yeah,
not
that
from
was the
those places.
thing. It was like, where do we
Yeah.
get one where we feel like it's clean?
Yeah.
It's a good
Clean and
environment.
safe, and you're going to
Yeah.
get like what you're wanting, not like whatever they want to give you, right?
Yeah. They were just like, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's great. That's great. Whatever.
Yeah. Have you heard of this thing that's going on, not to change the subject, but changing the subject? Like what's going on with the Halsey and Britney Spears situation?
I have no idea. She's been teasing this like lucky thing for a while. She's been doing like photo shoots with like, you know, like the magazines in the 90s and 2000s where they would always
Yeah.
like take photos of like Lindsay Lohan and Britney and all these young celebrities
Totally.
like coming out of a
Yep.
bar being drunk. And I was like, oh my
Yeah.
God, this looks so cool. Like what a fun concept for a music video.
Well, that's what I thought too. When I watched the video, I was like, oh, this is like brings me back to the day, you know?
Yeah, yeah. And then Britney releases a statement again. She's like on a roll these last couple of weeks. She's really speaking her mind.
She is not holding back. But I went on her Instagram recently after this statement. You have to tell us what it says because I can't remember. But her Instagram isn't on anymore.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
After but she
she's
released that yesterday. Like literally,
yeah, and
it's gone.
so when I went on her Instagram, there are no posts. Let me check again.
That's weird. Do you
I
think
know.
it's a publicity stunt? Probably not. I think Britney probably just took it the wrong way. But yeah, you know, she's so lucky. She's a star, but she cries in her lonely.
With that lonely heart thinking.
I mean, I remember
asked-
loving that video and just watching it and singing that over and over again. And I thought she was paying homage to Britney. That's what I thought when I
Well-
saw the video.
Yeah, I didn't think that she was making fun of her. No way.
I didn't think there was anything malicious behind it,
Same. Okay,
but
let me
Britney clearly
just-
did.
Well, I
She's
know.
a
Like
bit
she got her
offended.
panties in a bunch about
She got
it.
her tiny little panties in a
Yeah,
bunch.
look, it says no posts yet. I checked.
Oh, weird. All right, well,
So
I guess
is
no one will
she-
know what it says.
Yeah, it was something about how she's like,
Disappointed.
I have meant, yeah, disappointed, and I'm contacting my lawyers, and
She thought Halsey
like-
was making fun of her, right?
yeah, but I didn't take it that way at all.
You know when I sent that to you in the message on Instagram, is it in there or
Yeah.
is it gone?
No,
Go
because
to
that
our,
was on a different.
messages.
That was on a different site that she had. Hold on.
If you go to our messages, I bet you it will still be there because someone must have screenshot it.
It was because it was on a different site. Oh my god, we send each other so much shit. Like the Wienermobile, come on. The Wienermobile tipped over in Chicago, everyone, and it's hilarious.
Wiener.
I feel bad that happened, but I don't feel bad. Okay, I'm gonna read this because
Yeah,
somebody
read
screen
it.
grabbed it. For obvious reasons, I'm very upset about the Halsey video. I feel harassed, violated, and bullied. Strong words, Brit. Strong words.
Harassed.
I didn't know an
violated.
Yeah, right? I know.
Wow.
I know. I didn't know an artist like her and someone I looked up to and admired would illustrate me in such an ignorant way by tailoring me as a superficial pop star with no heart or concern at all. I have my own health problems, which is why I took down my IG account yesterday. I will definitely be putting it back up to show I care. I'm speaking with my lawyers today, and I'll see what can be done. It feels illegal and downright cruel.
What is she talking about?
That's what I said. I'm like, does she
This
even
doesn't make
know?
any sense.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like she's probably just sad that, I mean, I wonder how it is with artists when they do use, like, because she did use the same melody and same tunes and stuff. So I wonder if she will, like, if Halsey will get in trouble for that or like some copyright
Surely-
thing maybe.
Surely she would have had to ask permission to use that first.
Yeah,
like
for
you
sure.
can't just go around stealing people's music. Like,
Yeah, I know.
so maybe
I mean,
Britney
the girl,
knew?
like because the girl in the video, yeah, maybe Britney knew and told her it was okay. But the girl in the video, when you watch the video, for me, it looked like she was a pop star. She was very famous. And then she also was like going through like cancer treatments because she
Yeah.
had to shave her head.
But that's
Like,
Halsey's story. That's why that whole thing is about her, not
oh,
Britney. Yeah,
no
she's
way,
sick.
really?
She got really sick. She had to
And
shave her head.
everyone's like, why is she so skinny and blah blah
Yeah.
blah, right?
Yeah.
Because that's
She
what
had
we
health
do. We
problems.
project our
Yeah. I
things,
do
and
think that when I see Halsey, I'm always like, wow, she's so skinny.
yeah, but it's because she's sick. Like
Yeah,
she's
so
yeah.
that video was about her, not Britney.
So Brittany, it's not always about you, okay? It's not.
Chill out, dude.
It's not always about you. Yeah, I
Calm
liked
down.
it though. I liked the video. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, took us back. Took you back.
It took me back. I know.
Good
And then I
times.
asked my 10-year-old, I was like, oh, yeah, this is about Britney Spears. And she's like, who's that?
No.
Like, only my favorite person when I was your age, or not
Jesse,
older, but still.
you failed as a parent.
I did. I know.
If your
Now it's
daughter
going to be
doesn't know
Britney
Britney.
Spears week.
Yes.
That's what you get for not knowing.
Britney week. I've done Spice Girls. I've introduced. Make sure my kids know about Spice Girls and NSYNC. I'm not sure if I've actually played many Britney songs. Maybe, yeah,
Yeah, we
Britney
need
Spears
to.
week this week. We'll
It's
educate
gonna
our
be Britney
children.
Spears week. For sure. We need to.
Well, it was like that thing when everyone was asking their kids if they knew who Justin Timberlake was, and like no one knew who the hell he was. These,
That's so
Gen
funny.
A and
Yeah.
Gen Z.
This is going to ruin the tour.
This is gonna ruin the tour.
Oh my God.
Speaking
Hey,
of
randomly.
sorry, what were we gonna say?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. No.
I was gonna say, speaking of people that are kind of overrated, I don't understand why people. I don't get the hype around Glenn Powell. I don't
Yeah,
get
you've
it.
really been hating on him.
Because
Don't
he's
love him.
everywhere. Why is he famous?
know.
He's not even good looking.
Yeah. And now it's like him and his dog are really famous together, which
Yeah, so he's in Twister now. Have you seen it, by the way?
Yeah.
I loved the original Twister movie. Like, I think I've watched it about
Same.
40 times.
oh my God, that's a lot.
Like,
But yes,
loved it.
I do. I wanted to go see it, but because my other daughter is in Bangkok this weekend with her dad, and so only have one child, and I've been thinking of things to do, and I was like, let's go see Twister, and she's like, nope, too scary. Like, okay.
So I'd like people to let me know, like, am I being mean or unfair? Like, does everyone think he's really hot? Like, I just don't get it. He doesn't
I
have
think-
that, like, charisma to me. Yes, he has a good body.
Yeah.
That literally is it.
Mhm.
I don't get it.
For me, yeah, from the neck down. I know that's so bad. Like, he's cute, but like, is he star worthy? Like, big time
No.
star? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't even know what else he was on. So he's in Twister, and then he was in that movie that I watched on the plane.
Oh, Anyone But You, the really bad one.
Yes.
And then he's
Yes.
in Hitman. He's been in a lot of movies, and he's got even more coming out soon. So, like,
Okay.
people love him.
Okay.
I don't get it.
Interesting. Well, we'll see if he sticks around or goes away. You never know, right?
You never know.
Never know. Are you guys watching any of the Olympics, by the way?
I just said to my husband, I'm like, maybe we should start watching some of the Olympics. And he's like, meh.
Okay, I love like women's gymnastics and
Yes.
men's trampoline and men's volleyball. Like, those are ones that I like to watch. And sprinting. I like sprinting.
Gymnastics, I think, is the best one.
Yeah, for sure.
Diving is
Especially-
kind of cool to watch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because diving, those people are like gymnasts first and then divers next, usually. So,
I think, though, like, if you're American, like, Team USA, like, they always get the most coverage. It's always, like, such a big deal. There were so many American celebrities at the Paris opening ceremony.
oh, cool.
Did you see Lady
Well-
Gaga performed?
I did not. I did
was
see
really
the
weird.
controversy about part of the opening ceremony, though, with the Last
There's been-
Supper.
Yes, there's been a lot
Depiction.
of controversy about the Olympics. Like,
Oh,
there was an arson attack on the train line, so now the Euro train, there's like all this hold up, and then the opening ceremony dancers protested because they were being unfairly treated. I don't know if they ended up performing in the end.
whoa.
And then there's all this weird stuff going on, like how they've blocked the Eiffel Tower so people can't see it, like normal tourists.
Wait, what do you mean? How'd
Like
they
there's
block
certain
it?
parts where they're like just blocking the road and then you can't look and see the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, that's weird. Why would they do
Yeah.
that?
I don't know. And then they cut off all the locks on the Love Bridge. Like there's all these things that they've been doing to prepare for the Olympics, and people aren't happy about it.
Interesting. I wonder why they would cut off all the locks on the Love Bridge. I guess
I don't know.
could somebody put a bomb in there? I don't know. Would
I
you?
mean,
No.
the French do love a protest.
Yes, they do.
Good for them.
They
I
do.
mean, the farmers,
Yes.
when they protest, I love watching all of that. When they like put manure outside the prime
Outside the
minister's
city hall, or
house.
yeah.
It's
That's
so good.
gross.
But
Yeah.
Celine Dion also performed. That's
I
pretty
only
epic.
yeah, I only saw clips of that, but good for her. She's
Yeah.
not well, right? Like,
No.
so good for her.
Yeah. But no, I think I should watch a bit. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I always do because it like brings me back to my childhood and
Yeah.
like I mean, it's the American pride, right? Like, but I
Yes.
also really like watching the Singapore people because it's such a small country. And if one of them just happens to win, it's like, oh my God, this is so great.
It's such a big deal. Yeah. You feel kind of
Yeah.
proud when you see the Singapore team.
Yeah. It's like such a small, like, so we saw this girl run. Her name's Shanti, and she is in the Olympics. So hopefully she gets pretty far and can do well. But just watching her run here, it was like, holy smokes, like she's so fast.
Who is that American girl that is a runner? Do you know who I'm talking
Oh,
about? And she always like comes on in like full glam and nails.
And her hair's all
Yeah.
braided. She
What's
always
her
looks like
name?
fab. I have no idea.
She is like
I know.
my Olympic idol. She's amazing. She is so good at what she does. And I always feel like people are always trying to like put her down. But like she's
It's
a
not
queen.
Allison Felix, is it?
No.
There was she raised a lot of controversy too, like in the last Olympics, because she well, it was something about her, it wasn't controversy, but like she was bringing awareness to like how, some women having babies and it doesn't go as
Yes.
planned and like that kind of thing. I don't remember really what it was, but
Yeah. Good for these women
yeah,
standing up for their like actually having a voice. People
I
clearly
know.
don't like
I
it.
agree. Yeah, I can't remember I know who you're talking about though, the one that's like
Yeah.
full glam, but you know who else does that is Simone Biles.
Yes.
Like she always like she's got her nails done, like her
I love
eyelashes are
it.
always done. Yeah, and she like will, do her hair nicely for her. But
Yeah.
then, by the end, the gymnasts like their hair is always like falling out.
But I just think it's great because you can be both. You can be glamorous and sporty.
And an athlete,
You can
for
be an
sure.
athlete, but you can also like have great hair. Like I love that. I love that message
Yeah.
it sends to girls.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep, it's very good.
You don't have to just be one thing.
Yeah. And also because you're sporty doesn't mean you're a boy, okay? Or like,
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to be like tomboy and dress sloppy and all that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to just pick one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
You can like getting your nails done and fashion, but also like be really great.
Oh,
Athlete.
speaking of getting our nails done, I got my nails done in Calcutta.
How was the experience?
So I walked into the place and it's just like only men. And I was like, am I at the right place? And they're like, yeah, Jesse, you called. Okay, come sit.
Wow.
And it was only male people who were doing the nails. That was it. It was just a
so
bunch of dudes.
interesting.
But it was so good and like really fast. And I got gel extensions because my nails are fucked. They're fucked.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do the gel extensions and then I'm gonna quit doing my nails. Famous last words.
No,
Not gonna
you gotta
happen
keep
probably.
going.
But I just have to get them done in other countries because it's too expensive to do it here.
Oh yeah.
Even
for gel.
even in Australia, it was way cheaper than it was to do it here. But anyway, I got gel extensions, French tip, and a gel pedicure. Guess how much it cost?
And I'll guess in Singapore dollars.
Yep, guess in Singapore dollars for all of this. By the way, this would
50.
be like over $200 in Singapore to do all this. Probably $280 to do gel, French tips, and gel pedicure.
They freaking lost the plot. I'm
It's
gonna guess
crazy.
for me in Bangkok it's around $45-$50 to do everything like that.
It was 25.
Whoa.
So yeah, I know. It's so
Oh
cheap.
my gosh.
Like, this is
That's
so great.
amazing.
Yeah. And I tipped each of them like over 20%. And the lady's like, no, enough, enough. It's
But
enough.
that's the
And I
thing,
was
you
like,
then want to
okay,
tip because you're like, you know what, this is worth it. I love it. I tip all
yeah,
the time here
totally worth
because
it. Yeah.
I'm not
And
going to
my
tip
nails
if
look,
my nails cost me $200.
yeah, well, exactly. I know. I'm not doing that either. And also, like, why is it 25 here and 250 somewhere else? Like, I can't, it's crazy.
That's interesting that it was all men because it's in the UK as well. A lot of the guys are men, like the people that do the
Oh,
nails,
really?
the
Really?
manicurists. And I had never really seen it before because, yeah, like in Asia generally. Well, I don't know. In Singapore, I've always had a woman, never had a man. And also
Same.
here, the salons I've been to, they've always been women. So it is kind of weird when you see a male manicurist, but
Yeah.
good for them.
But I guess a lot of the hairdressers in, like, when I've been going to these places in India, a lot of them are men.
Okay.
So, yeah. So it's mostly men doing like the or working the service industry, servicing the ladies.
Well, you know, why you can do both. You can be masculine and be very good at a
Yeah.
manicure.
Yep, definitely. But I wonder if it's a thing where the lady like brings them in and trains them up because they need a job and this is like a good job for them to have. And
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe. Maybe they
yep.
had elder sisters.
Every single one of them. Probably. There are a lot of big families in India.
Yeah. It's crazy how everyone is so like close as well, and then it's like this extended family.
Yeah.
It's so different to Western culture where like families are so small and no one really like, I don't know. I think Western culture could learn a lot from Asia and India.
Well, yeah. And they're like tight knit. Like,
I
I'm
think it's
close with my
important.
family. Yeah, I'm close with my family, but like, I don't want to live with them. I mean, I
No.
love my family, but like,
But to
I
live
could
with
live
them would
next.
be really strange concept.
It would for a Westerner for
Yeah,
sure. Like,
but it's
I
just
mean,
so
I also
normal.
feel like my mom and my dad probably don't also want me living with them. So I
Yeah.
think it goes both ways. They'll probably be
True.
like, if I had to be like, oh, I need to move in with you, they'd be like, oh, God, not
Yeah, that's
Jessica.
true. I'm trying to imagine my life like when I'm like 60 and my kids are still living at home. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
That is not going to happen. No way.
I'm just saying, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I know. I would feel really, I would be like, I'm not bankrolling this situation anymore. Like, you guys need to make your
Eating
own
all
way.
my food.
Yeah, eating all my food,
Oh my gosh, being at
consuming
the
my
holidays,
internet.
my kids being home during the summer holidays, having a teenage boy, I am having to go to the grocery store every like 3 days.
That's
It's
crazy.
insane how much he eats.
You're just eating all the food. But that's what
Just
they
eating it
do. I
all.
heard they go through a period where they just like will eat a loaf of bread and drink a gallon of milk a day.
Yeah, and like it's like full meals. Like I can't explain how much. I mean, it's great, but it is just like never ending. Whereas, you know, when they're at school, they have lunch at school, they have snacks at school. That's just like one meal I don't have to think about. Now it's like, oh my God, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, snack, snack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only 3 more weeks to go.
Only 3 more weeks. And then mine are going to be off for 7 weeks. Yours go back to school. Mine are
7?
going to be,
Why is it so late?
no, maybe it's 5 because
Okay,
we get to choose
mine
their
had 10 weeks
holidays.
off,
Yeah, that's a
and I
long
don't get to
time.
choose. But you get to choose your holidays. Why would you
Yeah,
choose
so
that
we get
long?
to, well, the reason why we have them going and then we have them off is because we don't pay for school when they're off. So it's
Right.
actually like a good month and a bit for me to catch up on,
Yeah. No
savings.
fees. Yeah, that's
for
true.
no
I was
school
going to
fees.
say, if I could pick, I'd be like, you're in school 365 days a year.
I mean, I would definitely like that, but it's
No.
not feasible. But
No.
they're gonna go back to the U.S. for a wedding, so that's at the
Oh,
beginning of
cool.
September. Yep,
Lots of weddings in
yeah,
September. Going to a wedding in
exciting. Yeah.
Bali. I actually had a dream
Oh,
last night that I found this dress shop because I've been trying to find a dress for this wedding and I'm honestly having no luck. And in my dream, I dreamt that I found this dress shop and then, but the lady was really rude and she wouldn't let me try anything on. And I was like, why? Let me. And like, there were these like beautiful dresses. And I woke up and I was like, that's so random. I need to find a dress
that
for this
is
wedding. I'm dreaming about it.
yeah, that's very random. But I've been having really weird dreams. Like the last
Same.
4 nights. No, maybe last night I finally got a good night's rest, but the last like 3 or 4 nights before that, I've just been having like really bizarre dreams.
But very realistic.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
One
have
was
been,
we
like,
like
real.
had, I wonder what they mean, Like, has anyone figured out? I mean, I know dreams have meaning, but do they?
I feel like a lot of mine have been like things I've been thinking about, and then I'm like, it's happening in my sleep, which is weird.
Yeah, that is really weird. Yeah.
Like we had this
Very
family move in
strange.
across the road, they're American family, and we've only ever seen the parents. So we just presumed it was just them, and I was like, that's weird because these houses have they're like 5 bedrooms, and I'm like, why would just a couple? Why would you move into a 5-bedroom house? Like, surely you'd move into an
Yeah.
apartment. And then I just found out they've got a 15-year-old boy and a 10-year-old girl, and we have not seen these kids once. It's kind of weird.
Well, they probably just want to hang out inside all the time, They're teenagers, right? Like that's what teenagers
Yeah, but
do,
my
I
teenager
suppose.
does, but I make him go outside. I make him
That's
get
good.
fresh air.
It's good that you do that. And it's good that you guys got to spend time together and go to the animal zoo cafe.
It was so much fun.
Yeah.
It was really
I
great.
feel like if a teenager like wants to hang out with you, you're like, yes, I'll do anything.
This is the thing. Yes.
Whatever you want.
I read somewhere, someone said to me once, like, when they get older, whenever they engage with you, you just have to drop everything and you just have to give them that attention because you can't
Yep.
choose when you want to have a chat with them. You can't choose when you want to do stuff. It's up to them. And
Yeah.
that's the only way to spend such quality time with a teenager is just when they give you that minute, you devote that entire minute to them. And I was like,
you've gotta
whatever.
take it.
But now it's true. Yeah. The minute he asked me
I
to do
know.
something, I'm like, yes, please, let's hang out.
Yes, anything. I'll do anything. Do you know what my sister said? I felt so bad for her because I was talking about, I had sent this picture of my daughter who just turned 13 and was like, okay, we've got a full blown teenager because she was wearing like jean
She
shorts and
looks
a crop
15.
top. I know.
She's so
She's so
tall.
cute. Yeah, she's tall and skinny and cute and
Yeah.
she's all the things. But I was like, oh, this is so crazy. And my sister goes, when my nephew Wyatt, she goes, when he didn't want to hang out with me anymore, I legit cried for like 3 days straight. And then I would be fine and then just start
God.
crying because I was so sad that he didn't want to hang out. I'm like, oh my God, that's so bad.
That is really sad. But I can totally see
Yeah.
it. I think the only thing upside was I had like a smaller child that was keeping me busy and distracted. So it didn't hurt as much. Whereas I think if it was your only child, like
Totally.
maybe when your youngest leaves or grows up, that's when it will really hit me.
That's what
Like,
someone said. They're like, wait until she doesn't want to hang out with you. And I was like, I might have to get a boyfriend.
I'm going to go on a cruise.
Yeah.
I'm going to start planning
a
traveling.
365-day cruise
Yeah.
around the world cruise.
Around the world. Oh, let's
Yeah,
not think about it.
for
It's really
sure.
sad.
It's really sad, but it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
It is. These headphones are really hurting my ears.
Dude, I feel bad for you today.
I'm falling apart. I woke up with a
Itchy.
swollen lip.
Well,
It did not get filler.
it
This
looked
time.
like, oh no. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Could've
looked like
been.
Chris Jenner. It was
Oh
really
my
funny in
God.
Kardashian when she wakes up. She's like,
Like, look at my lip. Was that a real
a
picture
mess.
that you sent me?
Yeah, it was on the Kardashians. She woke up and she had like an allergic reaction to some sort of shellfish, and she woke up with this
Oh,
giant
no.
fat lip. And that's exactly what I envisioned as soon as I woke
Oh
up. I'm like,
no.
oh my God, my lip.
Like,
Swollen.
help me. Meanwhile, everyone's in the house is just laughing at you.
They don't
Were
even
they
notice
concerned?
me or acknowledge me.
Oh my
No, my husband was very
gosh.
sweet. He said, I'll get you some ice. I was like, thank you.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
Good husband.
But I probably should take an antihistamine.
Yeah, if you're itchy and your lips getting swollen, I feel like it's probably a good time to take some medicine.
But when I
Yeah.
take antihistamines, do they not make you feel really weird? Like I always feel very like just out of it.
Oh, do you? No, I've
Yeah.
never felt that.
Like they just make me really
No.
sleepy and just
Well, I think you have to get the non-drowsy kind, don't you?
maybe. I'd rather just have some wine, feel sleepy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm allergic to wine.
No. Don't ever blame the wine.
Well, that's like the common
Definitely not.
denominator in the last couple of nights. Maybe I should stop my bedtime wines.
I don't think you should do that. I don't think you should ever blame the wine. Wouldn't that be a
not the
sad
wine's
day
fault.
if you were allergic to wine?
It would be.
But maybe if it's like very expensive wine, you wouldn't be allergic to it.
Like when you don't get hungover with expensive wine.
Yup.
Yeah. That's our reason for drinking expensive wine. Oh, I had the
Yeah.
most amazing Jesse, this tequila we drank the other night was so
Oh, yeah.
good. And you know what it was? It was Jose Cuervo.
That's gross. Was it some kind of special expensive bottle?
So we were in
Okay.
a bar and the woman was like, tequila shots. And she was like giving us free tequila shots. We thought they were free. We didn't ask for them. She gave them to us. They charged us. Isn't that outrageous?
That's so lame. I would be like, that, what? That's like,
But
no, you
yeah.
can't do that.
You can't do that. And like, I didn't want to have
No.
this whole argument. It was like a really nice restaurant and I just don't want to have confrontation anyway,
Oh.
generally.
I would go on the reviews and be like, this bitch gave us a bunch of tequila shots and then made us pay for it. Not
Isn't that
okay.
crazy? But we were like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. And we both kind of, you know, when you brace for it. And then we
Yeah.
both just went, oh, that was really delicious. That didn't even make my
Oh.
body shudder. Nothing. It was so smooth and so good. And it was Jose Cuervo, but it was like something smooth and special. I'll try and find a photo of it, but it's really good
Okay.
and you have to get it. You have to.
Okay.
I'm
Maybe
serious.
they did the thing where they put the like whisk in it and then it made it taste better.
I can't describe it, but it was like the best tequila I've ever had.
Ugh. I just
No, there was not
Yeah.
even that little bit of
I want what was it then? Did she mix it with water? What
No,
was
she just literally
happening?
got the bottle and poured it in the shot.
Yeah, but what was in the bottle? That's what I always wonder.
Oh,
Were
you
you guys
think
really
so?
drunk? Because,
Yeah, we were.
you know,
We were
okay,
really
good.
drunk.
Then maybe it was real.
We
I always
were
get
really
weirded out
drunk.
about like, you know, because sometimes they'll just like mix the bottle with half water and then you're just drinking like water with a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah, it was not that kind of place though.
Okay. Okay.
We found this place on Instagram too, and they've got two sections. They've got a chill side of the restaurant, and then they've got like this party side of the restaurant where like the chef will get up on the bar and like pour drinks into people, and they like shoot stuff, and it's like all this music. It's crazy. We were on the tame side.
Wait, it was a teppanyaki place, right?
No, tapas. It was a Spanish tapas place.
Oh, it was tapas.
Yeah, it was really fun, and I was like, I love this place. And then when she charged us for tequila shots, I was like, oh,
I would
disappointed.
have been so annoyed, but whatever.
Yeah.
Like last weekend, my brother was visiting my dad, and then my brother was like, "Oh, let's go out for dinner," and they went to a teppanyaki place. And my dad's never done this before, right? You know, where they like crack
Yeah.
the egg and they're like doing the volcano and stuff. And my dad goes, and then they come around and they're pouring stuff in people's mouths. And then it was my turn. And I was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. And they pour it in his mouth. And he was like, stop, because my dad doesn't drink. And it was full blown alcohol. It was sake that they were pouring in his mouth. And
What did he think it was? Water?
That's what I said. I know. I was like, what? Like, was it olive oil? Was it water? Like, what did you think was going to happen? And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be booze, though. And I just laughed so
God.
hard.
So he doesn't drink at all?
No, I think
Good for him.
he hasn't, like, sometimes he'll have a beer, but it's not really that often. And like a long time ago, I think he quit drinking when I was in like second or third grade, like for
That's
real,
great.
quit drinking. And then, but like sometimes he would have a beer if it was like a special occasion, but no, he doesn't. He doesn't
And he
drink.
wouldn't
So when
wouldn't drink sake.
so when no, he doesn't. And but he has liquor in his liquor cabinet, and then he's got like a wine fridge with wine. So every time I go, I'm like, I'm gonna try some new wine this time.
Yeah, but the liquor's probably been watered down from when you were a teenager still.
Definitely.
Definitely
Yeah, if
watered
it wasn't
down.
me, it was definitely my brother doing it.
Yes. He's like,
Not
look,
my
I have all this
sister.
fancy whiskey and scotch. And it's like, no, Dad, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
water.
like, actually, yeah. But who knows? Maybe it's all been replaced from when I was there, and then my brother.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, but I thought that was hilarious. I'm like,
That
what
is
did you
really
think
funny.
you were gonna pour in your mouth just then?
Olive oil. Yeah.
Yeah, I would have laughed so hard if I was there. I mean, I did laugh so hard when he told me. I'm like, Dad,
Trying
come
to
on, man.
imagine. I know it does
Yeah.
make me laugh when I think of like my dad or like parents that are like, you know, as you get more set in your ways, like getting out of their comfort zones. And like
Yeah.
sometimes I do, I'm like, imagine if I brought my dad to this place. Like, and then it just makes me
I
laugh
know.
thinking of his reaction.
Well, there was one year, this doesn't have anything to do with food, but one year we were visiting Colorado, and I was like, I think all of us should go whitewater rafting. And my dad's like, yeah, cool, yeah. And my sister's like, yep, let's do it. So I booked for everyone to go whitewater rafting. And then my sister's like, hey, Dad's really pissed that he has to go whitewater rafting. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why would you sit there and be like, yeah, that's so cool? But guess what? He had the best time in his jorts whitewater rafting. It was great.
Shorts.
Yeah, we even
my
like
jorts.
bought him a pair of like proper swimming shorts, like swim
Yeah.
trunks. And he's like, no, I'm just gonna wear my jean shorts. I'm like, what is like
That is so
fine,
dad
whatever.
on brand. That is
I
such
know,
a
so
dad
dad.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not,
Yeah.
I'll try this new thing, but I'm not trying new clothes. Like, don't be ridiculous.
Yeah. No, I'm like, Dad, where are your swim trunks? And he's like, I'm just gonna wear my jean shorts. And we're like, okay, wear your jorts, fine.
Yeah, because I've told you about how my dad has always worn Speedos his whole life.
Oh yeah.
And like much to my, when I was a teenager, I just was so embarrassed. And I remember like
would
going on
be
holidays with
so-
boyfriends, and he would just
Oh.
walk around in his Speedos. And I'm like, Dad. So me and my sister would always try and buy him board shorts for Christmas. And we would buy them for him every year. And every year he would never wear them. And then eventually one day we went on holiday and we met up, like, I guess we were heading down to the beach, and he was wearing his board shorts, and we were like, oh my God, he's wearing his board shorts. Fucking finally, he's like listened to me after I begged him all the time not to wear Speedos. Because I'd be like, you're going to go on that end of the beach. I'm not sitting with you. Like, I'm sorry. As a 15-year-old girl, like, this is so embarrassing. And
So
then he wore his
funny.
board shorts, and I was like, yes. Me and my sister were like, oh my God, I can't believe he wore it. And then we were just sitting there. He's like, all right, I'm going to go for a swim. And then he just stood up, took his board shorts off, and his Speedos were underneath. And then
Knew
he
it.
just went in, and we were like, oh my God.
You're so embarrassing. That's so funny though.
What is it?
I love it.
Tiger. What's the saying about tigers never change their stripes or something?
I have no idea.
That's what it's like with
But
dads.
Yeah, that's hilarious. It's
Yeah.
good getting them out of their comfort zone and then getting them to do something, and then have it like watching them
Yeah.
realize, oh, hey, maybe I actually like this. Like, I think he said
Yeah.
he really liked the teppanyaki place. He thought that
Yeah.
was really cool.
But I feel like that with my teenager too. Like I'm always like, let's do this. And he's like, no. And then when I finally get him to do it, he loves it, and he'll like want to go back again and do it. So
Yeah.
teenage boys, middle-aged men, they're kind of the same.
Yeah, grandpas,
Grandpas.
we're the same.
I'm going to try my best as I get older I'm going to try and keep an open mind. I think you're very good. I think you'll be good at like always being open to new
Yeah.
things. But
And
I
my
think I
mom
need to
is
be
like, my
careful.
mom's My mom is really good. Like she tried rock climbing with us in December, which, she's 60 doing rock climbing. Like that's pretty great.
That is very great.
Yeah. Because
I
I
need
know
to
a lot
keep
of
an open
really
mind.
old 60-year-olds or old feeling 60-year-olds,
That'll be me.
So
When I was getting my tattoo, I was like having to lie in this really weird position. And then she's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I just need to move my arm." Like my whole body was like hurting. I'm like, "Oh my God, I
like,
feel so
it
old right
hurts.
now." Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Alrighty.
I just get more sore. Wait, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready.
I just get
I just
sore.
get more
Like,
sore. Yeah.
well, I've also been going to the gym.
Yeah, I know. Good job pumping the iron. Got to get that
Taz, like-
Bali body.
Bali bod. Taz like just tense. I'm like, but I don't even know how to. Like I don't.
That's
How do
called
you
flex, Sarah. It's called flexing.
I can't close my palm because my nails.
You gotta squeeze your you don't have to close your palm. You just need to squeeze your muscle.
How do you do that?
Just squeeze it. Make it tight.
I can't do it.
Oh my God.
I can do this one.
Anyway.
I can do that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
Good. There's something in there.
So we'll see. I need to get my.
Yeah.
There's no point getting this whole Bali bod if I can't find a Bali dress.
You're going to find, you've got time. You've got a full month. You'll be fine.
Maybe I'll try and get one made.
Oh, that'd be cool. Like take a picture of something you want.
There's so many tailors in Thailand.
Yeah. I mean,
And
why
then it could
not?
fit me
That'd be-
nicely. Because that's the problem I'm having. I'm like, okay, I love the color and the pattern. Oh, it doesn't like look good on my body. Or I'll be like, oh my God, this makes my butt look so good. And then like the boobs are like tiny. There's never
Yeah.
a dress that fits me perfectly.
See, you should get one made. I feel like that would be an economical solution.
I think so. If anyone knows any
Yeah.
good tailors in Bangkok, please DM us.
For sure. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that's us for today. I hope everyone has an amazing week ahead. Lots of fun. Stay open-minded and go
Yeah.
get a tattoo. It's a fun thing to do.
Also, get your nails done in India. It's real cheap.
All right. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe on YouTube if you are enjoying our show, and 5 stars on Spotify. Follow us on Instagram. I feel like no one has TikTok.
I know. I think it's
I think
going away,
TikTok's-
but people say it's not.
No, I think
If
it
you
is.
have TikTok, if you still have TikTok, please subscribe to our channel.
Our channel. I was trying to tag some when I did, when we do things we love, want, need,
Yeah.
our weekly love, want, need, and I was trying to tag some brands on TikTok, and like no, hardly any brands are on TikTok,
I mean,
which is
they
interesting.
probably don't
right?
they probably don't have somebody who's Gen Z running their TikTok.
But they're
It's
all
the
on
Gen Z
Instagram.
people who like it. Yeah, I know.
But then I feel like all the TikTok people are always advertising these products. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's really strange.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica.
Thank you. Bye.
Love ya. Bye.